Come here. Welcome to the Famous Foxes Aftermath Show, live every Sunday on Leicester Fan TV. Come on, you Foxes. Good morning, Foxes. How the devil are you? How's your weekend been so far? To all my Derby County friends, welcome to the original Sunday morning Leicester City football show. Well, you know what day it is. It's Sunday. It's 9:30 a.m. It's time for the Famous Foxes Aftermath Show, run by us fans in here for you fans out there. And you know what? Your opinion really matters. So get them comments in now. Let's get going. It's kick-off time. Come on, you Foxes.
The Leicester City machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live, thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Pucker Pies, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Foxes Arms.
Want to watch more content like this? Hit the like button. Give us your views. Hit subscribe to Leicester Fan TV and make sure to follow Leicester Fan TV on all socials.
Good morning, all. Kevin Hector, Charlie George, Colin Todd, Roy McFarland, Dean Saunders. Your boys took one hell of a beating yesterday. Come on, you Foxes. Morning, all. How the devil are you? Are we all happy? Yes, I know it's one game, but you've got to. If you can't get excited about beating Derby County away from home in an East Midlands derby, when can you get excited? Yes. He can pass, he can score, having the time of his life. We've got that coming up later on. We're going to talk about that later on. Let's bring in Reedy. How are you, Reedy? Are you all good after yesterday?
I'm good, mate. Finally, we get a win. But now, I said it yesterday. It doesn't mean anything if we can't get a result against Bristol City on Wednesday.
Like I just said as well, it's I know it's only one game, but if you can't get excited about one game against Derby County, finally a good 90 minutes effort. Yes, it was, Phil, in a different kind of way. It was a 90-minute effort. Stephen, morning. Morning, pal. Morning, Jamie. Up the city. Roger Davis, a foot in both camps. There was quite a few a foot in both camps, but I didn't want to do that intro with any ex-Leicester players. Let's bring in Geordie Jono in. How are you, pal? Are you good?
I'm very well after yesterday.
It was. If you can't get excited, when can you not get excited about silencing of the Rams or the Rams mauled by the Foxes, as Gray puts there yesterday? We'll start with you, Reedy. You were there. You were having a beer before the game, as normal. What was your impressions from the fans? What were they thinking yesterday outside the boozers at the ground?
It was a very controversial one because I think people were very much in the mind of we're probably going to get a draw or a loss today. Obviously yesterday, and I was on the same page again. When someone asked me, I said, "Oh, probably a loss, or this, all that," because obviously what's been happening. But again, the team news came out as well, and I just thought, it's near enough there, probably what I wanted. But I think the difference in what I've been saying about maybe taking a few players out that we kind of know that either doesn't want to be here or maybe changes the fight of the team in the likes of Winks and whatnot. They were all out, so hopefully we gave something, and we shown them we did. So I'm glad that we kind of changed it up enough there to show we can give a bit of a fight. And all I can say is what a revival from Oliver Skipp.
Well, yeah, we'll come on to that one in a bit. Jono, what was your opinion? I mean, you and me watched it on TV yesterday. You in Geordie Land and me out here in Spain. What did you think to it?
I mean, I thought the first half was absolutely sensational. I've never seen an attack like that in a half for years. I thought we were very, very positive in the first half. I thought the second half, it wasn't about the attacking, it was about the game management and defending. Yes, we conceded a goal, but I thought we controlled the game really, really well, as in like we defended really well. Chowdhury making last-ditch blocks and stuff like that. I thought Ben Nelson was sublime defending. And on to another point Reedy made, for the first time in a very long time, Winks, Soumare, Daka and Fast did not play, and that's the response the players gave. The negativity wasn't there, and I thought we played brilliantly. And do you know what the news about today is about Salah? Saying about Liverpool are the 3 million.
You're not going to say come to Leicester here, Jono.
No. What I'm saying is no matter how big you are, no matter how good you've been, doesn't mean you can act like that. And Winks thinks he's the bee's knees. If you have an attitude, I think Winks and Samare and players like that do get lost. We don't need that in the team, and I think that showed in the team yesterday with them not being in it.
I mean, it just shows. I mean, what it was fans know. You drop the bad eggs. You show heart and desire. You play the ball forward faster and attacking the crosses with aggression. Look what happens. I've been saying that for ages, Reader, and that's what happens. You drop those bad eggs. You show the hard work and desire. You play the ball forward a lot faster, and you attack the ball more. I mean, like Jono's just said, you've got rid of Fairs. Sorry, in the starting lineup, Fairs, Sumari, Winks. The end of that game, you had 7 academy players on the pitch for Leicester. You also had Callum Elder, which was an academy player. I know he's from Derby, but you had 8 Leicester academy players out of the 22 on that pitch at the end of the game. Then 7 academy players for Leicester. You had Stojkovic, Luke Thomas, Page, Hamza, Silko Thomas, Nelson, and Aluko. If you're young enough, if you're old enough, you're good enough, yes, Reedy. And do you think that kind of game would have put them in good stead for the future? Because it was all Derby that second half, wasn't it? And to have the last 15 minutes with 7 academy players on the pitch.
In a way, yes, and in a way, no. Because when people come out and say, "Oh, we need to start the youth now," and even if we don't go up, we need to just start the youth. I think you can only go to a certain extent with that. Again, certain players came on, in my opinion, because we're in a position where we've won the game anyway. I think there's certain players like Chowdhury or Nelson, which we probably know is good enough now to be in this league. But again, the Pages, the Silko Thomases, I think these are ones that you can maybe use as impact subs to help the team push on and get the result that you've either got or you need. So yeah, it was good to see. But again, in the position we were in and the players that we brought on, I think it was only because we were in a position where they're not going to do much to go and keep hold of the game, but they're going to do the job to keep the win. So
I disagree with you there a little bit, to be honest, Reedy, that we were because of the situation we were in. We were 3-1. We were winning 3-1, but he still decided to throw the young players on, which in my mind, he's thinking they're good enough to play. And you said, because of the situation. We never had a shot on goal, a shot on target, one block shot in that second half. It was all defending, completely defending. And we had 7 young lads. I think there was 5 of them were under 21 on that pitch, which is, like Alan Hansen said, you can't win anything with kids. Well, that was proved wrong. But I still think he gave them, it was them that he wanted them to play, because I still think the young kids have got more fight for that shirt than some of them old overpaid Jesses like Sumari, Winks.
I agree with that. I think, like I say, Louis Page, obviously we've seen him a few times already this season, and I don't think he was to the level we need him to be at. But in a game where, for instance, Bobby Reed's played 60-70 minutes, you might as well take him off and keep him ready on Wednesday. Again, that's maybe another reason why a lot of them players came on, because we wanted to rest players ready for Wednesday. But again, Louis Page can do a job in a role like the number 10 role, but when it comes to starting a game, I think you do still need the likes of Bobby Reed, who's in there. Again, every time he's played recently in that 10 role, he's been very good in that role. And I've been asking for him, as much as I've called him a donkey in the past. He's done well, but like I say, I'm happy to see the youth players come on. I'm happy to see youth players start, but I don't think, in my eyes, you can't put 8 players on the starting 11 from the youth players, because as much as I know the fight's going to be there, the quality won't be there, and I think you still need enough quality in the team who, like Skip, who overall time in Leicester, he's been awful, but when he gets his playing time and he gets playing well, you need that experience in there.
See, like Barry said, Jono, we'll go on actually talking about the actual game now and the goals. Like Barry's just said, only 4 shots on target in the match all game. Fortunately, 3 went in. But
Well,
if 3
4
go
went
in
in.
out of 4, that's 75% conversion rate. I'd be quite happy with that every day of the week.
Well, 4 went in.
Well,
Yeah,
that one.
Ayu's goal should have stood. It was onside.
Unfortunately. But if you had a 75% conversion rate, Johnny, you'd be quite happy with that, wouldn't you, pal?
I mean, how often do we go on about possession stats? I was saying, oh, we got all the possession, but we don't do anything with it. You can't just say then, oh, we only had 4 shots, that's not good enough. We were clinical. Derby had 22 shots and he conceded and he scored 1. You know, so
Yeah.
you can't moan about not scoring having 4 shots. We were clinical. We scored, and each goal was absolutely brilliant. I thought we did very well.
Yeah. Talking of the goals, Reedy, I mean, they were all at your end, weren't they? The first 3, 4 goals were at your end, weren't they? Fatwa made a decent break, didn't he? Ricky P gave him the ball, and Fatwa made a decent break. And this is what they're doing about the football. When it works, it's great. Fatwa played a lovely ball into JJ, didn't you, Reedy? And then JJ had I wouldn't say a simple pass, but he had this pass through. I think he went through his legs actually for Bobby Dickordover-Reid to score. And at that point, you must have been going absolutely bonkers then. And at that first goal, what did you think then?
I think at that point it kind of felt like 2 years ago in the way we played, in the fact of the 2-8s came running forward into the open spaces where we could pass through. And I think Ricardo did that a few times as well. But yeah, JJ ran through, took out of his 8 spot into more of the 6 or 8 role to move forward into the box. And then he got a great pass through 2 players, which again, on another day, you would have turned around and started going backwards again. But he's actually pushed it forward, and what a finish from Bobby Reid, because again, what you didn't think about it, he just took it straight on first time. So it was good to see, and I think it was completely in the bottom of the left-hand corner, which was a good one as well. Yeah. Again, I don't think he even looked at the goal, I think, when he shot.
Just on Macca's point, need to play 90 minutes, not just 45. I'm not sure exactly what happened, John, at half-time. I think we actually did play a 90-minute game, although one was attacking, one was defending. I don't know what happened. Did Derby come on and attack us and play different, or did we just step back and, I don't know, a bit like Sheffield United last week, Jono? Did we just try to hold on what we got?
I didn't think we played badly. I just think Derby just threw the kitchen sink. They were 3-0 down. They thought, right, we can't lose. We're going to lose from this. So just threw the kitchen sink at us. I didn't think we expected them to come that aggressive. But even in the second half, when Silko Thomas came on, he kept going forwards and forwards and forwards. So I didn't think we purposely played to defend the 3-0 lead. I just think Derby just came at us with everything they had, and we just withered the storm. Yes, they scored a goal, but apart from that, we controlled the defence really well. I thought we played 90 minutes, but one half was a phenomenal attacking display, and the second half was a really good defensive display.
Yeah, so I think I agree with you there. We actually did play two halves, attacking and defence, and it was a bit nerve-wracking towards, when they scored, I thought, oh, here we go. And then they kept pressuring. I thought, one more goal, and we're going to lose it. I thought, if they make it 3-2, we're going to lose this. I can see Leicester just trying to shut up shop, and it's not working. But really, and then the magical moment we've all been waiting for, Oliver Skipp proves his doubters wrong by scoring this absolutely stunning goal from 6 yards. I think this will be the goal for the Puskás Award of the year, won't it? It was that good of a goal.
Was it? I think he just landed on his foot to whack it, wasn't it?
He shinned it. He completely shinned it.
Actually shinned it. It was a Stevie Claridge-esque shin, wasn't it? But the all count, and they were raving about it, that he placed it there. I watched it on ITV instead of Sky Sports. But when you saw Skipper, did you realise it was Skipp straight away?
Yeah, somebody even called it in the ground next to me when the ball was coming in, and someone said, yeah, Skip's going to be hitting this in, and there you go, he's hit it. Is the one thing I'm going to say, and people will probably be like, well, we won, so it doesn't matter, but I think the goals we scored, I would actually go out and say that on another day, we wouldn't have been as fortunate in the fact that everything kind of fell to us in a way. Again, JJ was there, a good run, don't get me wrong, but he tapped it in just, and obviously Skipp, again, he was just standing there and the ball just came to him to whack it one.
But really, on that note, you've got to be in the right positions.
No, I get that. Yeah, I'm not saying that
been.
we didn't deserve to win, but I think like I said yesterday, that everything we touched turned to gold, and I think that was true because again, 3 out of 4 goals, and then even 4 that was offside. That it just felt like everything that we came in normally wouldn't go anywhere near it. It just felt like everything was just going so right for us yesterday.
I mean, you probably don't realise this. I'm a bit of a stats man. That was only Skip's 3rd ever career goal, professional career goal.
Yeah, one at Spurs, one for us, and one for Norwich.
One for Norwich against Birmingham in the 23rd of February 21, and then one for Spurs against Chelsea on the 26th of February 2023, and then against Derby yesterday in December. He likes scoring in Derby games, Spurs, Chelsea, City, Derby. He likes the big occasion, doesn't it? But then, to be honest, that was his better game that I've seen, and I think Skip was really good in and out of possession yesterday, and I think we need to see some more of that. And he made some quality breaks as well. There was one, I think it was in the second half. He won the ball in the penalty box. He literally could have gone wrong. He won the ball in the penalty box, and then I think one of their players pulled him up for a free kick. He just launched him, took one for the team, didn't he?
That's what's the end of the game.
Breaks. And I think Skip was really good yesterday. And you know what? I think without Winks being there, I think it makes it.
I think that's the difference. I think majority of the time. I think the majority of the time when Skip's played, he's played with Winks, and I think that's the issue.
Do you think Skip's scared of Winks? Like he feels like they should go through Winks. He doesn't want to kind of like be free. But now Winks is in that position. He feels more free to, right, I could defend here or I could push forward here. I think he looks a bit like his shackles have been taken off with Winks not in that position.
I think it's because they're both playing in the same sort of role. So I think they maybe try and get in the way of each other at times, or I don't know. I just feel like there is something going on between them in the fact of nothing like arguments or anything, but like in the fact of both of them are playing that sort of same role, so they're going to get stuck with each other. Whereas JJ and Skip don't do the same role, so it won't get in the way with each other.
With Winks and Skip both being there, there's too many sideways and backwards balls. Because, like you said, Weed, you seem to think it has to go through Winks all the time. Yeah. But now Winks can do Skip can do his job. And James can go forward and be the box-to-box player. I saw an interview, not the interview the other day when he said whatever he said a couple of weeks ago, that he's styled his game on Frankie Lampard.
Yeah, I saw that on RTV.
Styled his game on Frankie Lampard, which is a good thing. It gives you that extra man going forward with Dick or Dover Reid or whoever's playing in that number 10 role. We do the right role. And I think we keep saying this weekend, we've had it a couple of weeks ago, that, Shamari and Winks look good, or Shamari and Skip look good. It's only, I know we're getting excited, but it's only one game. That's what we've got to remember, one game. Yeah. And like I think Luck has just said, it makes Bristol City's game a lot harder on Wednesday night. Now we've beat Derby. We've just got to keep going as well, haven't we? We've just got to keep going and pushing forward. And yesterday, we did keep going in that first half and we did push forward. And then the offside goal, as soon as I saw it on TV, that's not the best picture to show it from, but it didn't look offside. But this one, where you've got Thomas crossing the ball, I know the ball's gone from his boot, but I think that's what the referee, the linesman, has looked at, that bit. He's looked at the ball, he's looked over, and he's seen that, and he's seen him offside. If he'd seen this one straight away, like Lino's used to, I'd
say there's a case where you could probably say it's very tight. When I was at the game, people saying, it's clearly onside. I think that's the difference between Leicester fans thinking that should be counted and the one from Southampton where I'm like, it's controversial whether it is onside or not. So it's a hard one. Again, it should have got counted. If VAR was in the game, it would have counted, but it's just unfortunate.
I would rather not have VAR at all and live as long as it's as consistent. As long as it's consistent all the time, from the linesmen, the referees, and assistant referees now, isn't it? Not As long as it's consistent, that's all I'm asking for. But it's not consistent, and I think the VAR would ruin it. But it is coming in soon.
No, I think so. But all I'd say is it's just annoying because obviously when people say, "Oh, when you get things going against you, you should get some things coming for you," and obviously I was always saying yesterday about, "Oh, how does Southampton get an offside goal getting given to them, and then we get an onside goal getting ruled off?" So it's just frustrating because again, if you gave that one yesterday, I'll be like, "Okay, yeah, you've given us one that." But then again, you should be giving it anyway, so it's annoying. But yeah, I think over this season we should be getting a few more decisions going our way.
Yeah, and A1 Hardy, definitely keep the big head bad apples out for future games. Yes, I think that showed, Jello, didn't it? I definitely think that showed yesterday. There was more of a performance there yesterday. And then we go on to probably the best goal. I actually like this goal quite a bit. I mean, you've got the cross from Luke Thomas, Jono. I actually thought Luke Thomas played very well yesterday. I thought this lad deserves more credit than what he gets. There he is celebrating with Jordan James. I think he deserves more credit than he gets. And then there was this. Then he tapped it in. Really says it was a tap in. But
it was certainly not a tap in at all.
What do you mean? I didn't say tap in.
You did a minute ago. You said a minute ago a tap in.
No, I'm saying everything we touched. No, I'm saying everything we touched turned to goal. It felt like that ball was exactly where it needed to be. Whereas on majority of other games, we wouldn't have been anywhere closer. It would have just gone into the keeper's hands.
Then, because of this, it gave us this reaction from the fans.
Oh, Jordan James, play on a Saturday. Oh, he gets on. He can score on a Saturday. The time of his life. Oh.
We love a good ABBA song, don't we, Jono? We love a good ABBA song.
We do. Futaru comes to mind as the other one, but yeah, I thought I would. If we get rid of Winks in the January transfer window, because most likely because there's been rumours that they had a bust up with Vaz as well as got a black eye, but if we get rid of Winks, that will give us the ability to sign Jordan James, because he's been our only bright spot throughout the whole season so far. He's been absolutely sensational. He's come in and acted like he's born in Leicester. He's been superb, and that goal was just his pass to Bobby Reid, and that goal was just sensational. He's been brilliant.
Yeah, Mick. Yeah, Mike. Sorry. Yes, I did a voice note for Radio Leicester, and I forgot all about the Bristol City game on Wednesday night. I said we're looking forward. We've got to roll on to Ipswich on Saturday, and it caused the girl on the radio a bit of confusion because she had to quickly look at her notes. I just totally forgot there was a game. Made myself look a bit of a schoolboy error. Really, it was on the radio yesterday.
I think the one thing that I'd say that people probably didn't notice on the TV, because I don't know when the TV game finished and whatnot, but after the interviews with JJ and Skip, they came back over to the fans, and as they're walking back to the tunnel, we were all singing "Sign him up, sign him up, sign him up." So, and obviously, I know it's an obvious one because I think everyone in the fan base would actually go out and say we need to sign him up now. But I think it's a definite cert after yesterday showing that. Like I say, I think that's why he got the man of the match, wasn't it? Because obviously the goal and the assist, but yeah.
But his work rate all the way round, I thought was pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm worried about, that some of the lower Premier League teams, the struggling teams, might want to sneak JJ away from us. But have we got the option, or have we got to buy him? That's the thing. I can't remember what it is with JJ.
I don't know. I think it's an open offer to say, yeah, if you want him, you can have him. I don't think there's an obligation. I don't think you have to buy him.
Yeah,
which is a bit annoying.
But the only thing is, there was we have an option to. But Phil says we have an option to buy, so they can't. Yeah, I don't know if a good offer comes in, but it depends how he wants because. I know he's a Welsh lad, but I think he was actually born in Birmingham, weren't he? I think. I'm not 100% sure on that. I think even though his parents are Welsh, I'm sure he was born in Birmingham because that's the club where he started. So I'm not sure. Hopefully we have got first dibs on him, Phil. That'd be absolutely fantastic.
Born in Hereford.
First dibs. Hereford. Oh, that's right on the
Yeah.
border, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's Wales stroke UK, isn't it? But yeah, and then the second half, Reader, what was it like then when they came? I mean, they scored on the 60, something called the minute. I can't remember what, 60th minute, something like that.
Well, I was talking to Simon. I obviously went out for a bit of a break after the game finished at half time, and then I spoke to Simon. I was saying that we need to just kick on and still go for it. As much as we're 3-0 up, don't go and sit back. And basically, that's what happened. Unfortunately, because I think if we kept going for it, I think that one of their centre backs was on a yellow card, so I think we could have kept going for him. But it just, I don't know. I knew it would be a different sort of game. I knew that they would be on us a bit more, but I still thought we should have gone and tried to go for the fourth just to make sure the game was gone. Because obviously the moment they scored, it was going to be a let's just defend out Derby trying to get another goal. Because again, was if Cifuentes happy with 3-0 and gone right? That's fine. Right, we need to just make sure we don't lose it now, which is probably the reason why we defended it, but. I still think we should have gone for more because I think there was every chance we could have got more.
See, it's like LCFC Grey Forever has just said, agreed, Reedy, kick a team when it's down. Yes. Yes, Tony, I had that vision as well. 3-0. I was at that game, actually. 3-0 down and we lost 4-3 back in a long day, that was. But, Jono, it was a bit nerve-wracking, wasn't it? Did you have Litland on your lap hoping to calm you down a bit, or was she asleep? You take your mind off that second half.
Oh, I was like doing jobs around the house, and my wife had the baby whilst I was watching it. I was nervous. I didn't think we were going to lose. I thought we were too controlled to lose the game. But what I was worried about is it going to be a typical Leicester where we concede one, completely bottle it? But I think someone put a post earlier saying, "What, he got his tactics bang on." I think he did. I think we got a Derby by the throat in the first half, but then we prevented them from capitalising on their goal in the second half. I thought I did. Then in the last 15 minutes, I knew we won it. They had a 20-minute spell, then it disappeared, and then I knew we had the game in our hand then.
But like LCFC Grey said, they couldn't shoot, thankfully, because they had, I think, 15 shots in the second half, I think. And I thought, oh, here we go. It was just.
I would give a shout out to Vestergaard though.
He was really good as well.
Vestergaard for me, I think there was one moment where I was like, okay, yeah, we've won the game now because they had a shot that was going in the goal, and then he blocked it just before it was going in, which again it could be there, could not. Again, another reason why I'm saying that it was the right time, right place because I felt like everything was just running for us that game. But yeah, I think I don't think I could put many players in the wrong side of things yesterday. I think everyone had a good showing.
I think Nelson, like I said, I think made a huge difference yesterday in that team yesterday. And also the man that hasn't got a lot of plaudits today, I think, is Jacob Stolarovic as well. Even though his distribution was a bit pants yesterday, he made some saves at the right time when we needed him.
Yeah,
he actually put a hand save to the crossbar shot, didn't he?
Oh yes, he made us. That was unbelievable. When we were 3-0 up, then shot came in and he actually saved it. They didn't know it. They didn't see it on the TV at first. It was only on the slow mo they saw that he'd actually saved it. But yeah, I think Ben Nelson and Stolarovic have got to be. I mean, Stolarovic is the number one keeper anyway. I think Ben Nelson now has proved his worth in that team. To be fair,
I think it's a 50-50 again. Begovic has done okay since he got put in, but it just shows.
Oh, Begovic,
yeah. Begovic, when the last few games, he's done well. But obviously, when Stolic's back fit, as shown yesterday, he's obviously the number one choice, so he's coming back in. Again, there could be a debate where if you kept Begovic in yesterday, I'll probably want to mind it anyway. But Stolicic, for me, as much as you might have the littlest mistake in him here and there, I think he's the go-to one because he's the future, in my opinion.
His distribution did look a little bit rusty yesterday, but his shot stopping and his saves was pretty damn good. And the other thing I noticed yesterday, same as Nick noticed, there was a lot of. I've been asking for a bit more fight, and it showed JJ was up for a fight, and Stolarovic was up for a fight. Right, I'm not exactly sure what happened right at the very end because the cameras went off it, but then there was a big scuffle right at the very end. in the
Yeah,
in the
so
Leicester
obviously we're
goal
talking to
mouth.
someone's face.
Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly what happened. It's something I don't know, but it showed that they're up for the fight, which is good, I think, Reedy, and Jono, sorry, which is what we need. Someone up to the fight, a bit of passion.
There's the passion we've been looking for. It shows that the players actually care. Like there was a point in the game where someone tackled JJ and JJ went up to his face and pushed him. So and then all the players almost got into a scrap, and that's it's a derby. I want there to be on the players to show that they care, and I really like to see it. Not the Bristol City level yesterday with Millwall. That was funny.
Oh, well, yeah, that was a right scrap at the end, wasn't it? Tony, I think it was
a
technical decision from Mongi yesterday. Another technical decision. No,
I would agree. I would agree with him, though. I think if we had a choice between Silko, Thomas and Monga, I'd have Monga.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Monga and Evans were both on the bench as well and they all came on? Wow, what a young team that would be. The average age of the team definitely went down yesterday. Neil says a player clearly dived when not touched by JJ and he took a section. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I mentioned it. Remember the incident now. I couldn't remember it then. I think Derby
wasn't Evans on the bench yesterday?
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
I thought so. Yeah, I thought so.
Because I think I know Daka's not been the best of players so far this season or even last season. Daka goes to the AFCON in about 2 weeks' time. I think he's got Bristol City and Ipswich, and then
Ayew as well. Ayew will as well.
Ayew didn't make it. Garner didn't make it.
Good then.
Right.
I was going to say we don't want to lose. I know Fatawa's not in the best form at the moment, but we don't want to be losing them.
Yeah, Garner didn't make it, so it's only Daka that's going to the AFCON. So he's got to be phased out of the team. So I think that's why Evans is on the bench.
Fair enough.
But it's also proves a point that Carranza, he's probably not as good as we all think. Because he hasn't been on the pitch. I think he started. When did he start? He started the game recently. Was it Millwall game he started? I think that was the last game we saw him, Millwall, I think. Or he came on a sub one game. But it's just, it sounds a bit, Carranza to me sounds a bit like Edouard last year, that he's probably not a manager signing.
He just needed a body in the door, probably. We just needed an extra striker, whoever it was.
Yeah, and I think you're getting confused about the World Cup, Reader. Garner.
No, I'm not. No, I know them two are in that. I thought, again, Fatawa didn't go last year, did he? Because he decided not to go.
He was injured.
I'm pretty sure he decided not to go anyway, but...
Or was that might have been the season before?
Maybe so. Maybe then, yeah. But again, I always think that the likes of Garner should make that sort of thing. So I thought they'd be going. So
Neil, if we have the option to send Carranza back and try another loan, yes, I totally agree with that. But the thing is, in the Championship, you can have as many loans as you want in that 25-man squad, but you can only have 5 on the bench, 5 in the matchday squad at any one time. So you can have 10 loans, but only 5 can actually be in the matchday squad.
Yeah.
But if you want more loans, it costs more money. That's the problem. But really, looking at the table now, I mean, to be honest, I've never felt like singing the blues when Coventry, Forest and Derby all lose, which is great because Coventry lost. I know that's 16 points behind us. We're 16 points behind Coventry. We're nowhere near going to get that. But we're only 3 points behind Stoke in 6th place. That table is so tight, isn't it, at the minute? Yeah. It's hugely tight.
Other than Coventry, the league is very tight. And again, if we can get a result, again, like I said yesterday, yesterday's result is only good now. As much as it was brewing to beat Derby, the only reason it'll be good is if you kick on and get a result against Bristol.
Yeah.
Because if you get a result against them, you can go into the Ipswich game with even more confidence we can get a result. But I think the difference from yesterday to, like, for instance, Norwich and Stoke game is the fact that I think we really just got stuck in and fought for what we needed to yesterday compared to them games. So hopefully we can kick on now and go to Wednesday's game and get a result. Because
Aggie says, are you taking the day off and making the trip?
I am not. No.
Oh, you're not? Yeah, but Aggie, the last time he missed an away game was Norwich and we won. So
yeah,
there's a bit of a theme going here. When Reedy misses games, that's not a bad thing, to be honest. I know Aggie's going because Aggie don't miss a game. He's not an armchair fan like you. Really.
Wow. Been going every home and away game near enough for the last 10 years, mate. So
I know,
if I'm
I
allowed
know.
a day off, I'm allowed a day off.
Would you class a draw as a good result? I've always said, win your home games, draw your away games, 4 points from every 2 games. It's championship form.
If you can get 3 points versus Ipswich, draw on Wednesday, yes. But because of the uncertainty of maybe probably losing or drawing to Ipswich, I probably will say no. I think we need to beat Bristol City to have a better chance in beating Ipswich on Saturday, in my opinion.
But Bristol are in 7th place, 2 points ahead.
Yeah.
So that will be.
We didn't beat them there last time, did we? 2 years ago.
No, that was one of
I
the
think.
3-0. That was one of the 3 on the trot, 1-0 defeats.
Yeah.
Was 3 away games on the trot, 1-0 defeats. But it's so tight. I mean, even West Brom in 16th are only on 25 points. They're only 5 points behind Stoke in 30. It's so tight, isn't it? A couple of wins does take you up, but
yeah, but then a couple of losses take you back to the bottom three.
That's the problem. That's how tight it is. No one's really, apart from Coventry, there's no one really, and Coventry's goal difference is huge at the minute, John. Plus 29, which is unbelievable, really.
Yeah. I mean, they could have 5 crack games and still have a really good goal difference. So it's down to us to catch up to the pack in the playoffs. But no matter how well
you can still go automatic in the second place. So,
Middlesbrough are 7 points behind Coventry in second place, but their goal difference is 8. So even if Coventry lose a couple, the goal difference is going to be massive. I mean, Middlesbrough won 4-5-0 the other day, and their goal difference is 8. I mean, look at Millwall in third. Their goal difference is -2.
Got the Coventry. I think I saw a stat that the fact is I think every team at the point of where there were 10 points clear for every team in the league that has gone on to win the league. We did it 2 years ago.
Here's one for you. We keep saying this about this. How we've got that points deduction in the saying. I think they're saying it could be next week that we hear it. It's got to be soon. I'm sure either Percy or Rob Dorset. I can't remember said the hearing started last week, and it's going to be soon that we hear. I mean,
or you just got to keep getting the points while you can, then, ain't you?
Yeah, I mean, it just shows
waiting for it.
How bad Ipswich and Southampton started. They are now above us in the table, considering they were below us in the table for a long time. How bad that the forms turned around. I mean, you look, Sheffield United beat Stoke. That's how they've won 2 on the bounce.
The last
now.
4, Sheffield United. They look dead and buried. 4 in a row.
They were dead and buried. I mean, it looks like Sheff Wednesday, unfortunately, they're miles away. They're -10 with another. They've had 18 points deducted. They've shot themselves in the foot. So 2 relegation places now. That's the thing. But if we lose them 9 points, that takes us down to
16.
No, that'd be 18 points. That would take us down to 21st.
1 point above the relegation zone, or 2 points.
No, 20th. Sorry, that will take us down to
So Bristol City now is a massive game.
This is what I'm saying. You can beat Derby all you like, but you've got to kick it on and get results.
You've got to capitalise, isn't it? It's like when we beat Swansea away, we didn't capitalise on it. When we beat Stoke at home, we didn't capitalise on it.
You need to just get a run of 3 or 4 games, and then you can hopefully a draw here and there will be open. We wouldn't mind it, but you just got to start getting results on the table and getting wins. Because if you go and win 2 games, and then you lose 1 or 2, and then you draw, it's not going to help. You got to start with a run of wins, and then you don't mind getting a draw here and there. If need be. So
it's yes. So we've got. Bristol, I have to remember that because I forgot about it today. Bristol on Wednesday night, Reedy. You're not going. Jono, you're not going. I'm not going. But I think a lot of fans will be going in hope of 3 points. Minimum a draw. Hopefully, expect what's this? Expect the worst. No, hope for the best and expect the worst. That's the way we've got to go. And I think the worst would be a point. If we lose, we need to not lose at least, Reedy, don't we?
No, of course. Again, a draw isn't the end of the world, but with obviously Ipswich after that, I think you've got to get a result there because you might. I say we might get a result against Ipswich, but it's going to be a lot harder, in my opinion, than Bristol City. So
I mean, Phil's going to do more about the team tomorrow night, I would have thought. But yeah, I think we do need to keep the same team, barring any injuries or slight knocks that we don't know about. I don't think any of the subs went off because of knocks. I just think because they were blowing out their arses. That's why they went off. And Dickle Dover-Reid hadn't really played a lot of football, had he? That's probably why he went off. Bristol City are the most inconsistent team, but they're in 7th place, though, Armchair Jockey. They're pretty consistent-ish, I would say. Ricky won't play, but because he doesn't play midweek games. But it might be best to play him on Wednesday nights, and then not play him on Saturday.
Yeah,
that might. I think.
Or is he more important on Saturday? I think he's more important for Saturday's game, but that's just me.
Yeah.
I know he's not been the best, but yeah.
Aggie says, don't forget the FA Cup draw tomorrow night as well.
Right, it can't be worse than the World Cup one, can it?
You are? Oh, no, that was awful. I didn't watch it. I've only seen clips of it. That was awful. Hopefully, Wink's not being on the bench suggests he'll be buggering off soon. Right then, Jono, your last thoughts on yesterday and the next week and this week coming up. What do you think? Very quickly, pal.
Brilliant response to the negative post about the fans. I think they actually listened to the fans and played it with some passion. As he really said, there's no point playing like that once and not doing it again. Play the exact same team, like Nick said in the comments, and just go at Bristol City. You know, that they lost to Millwall yesterday at home. Millwall are not a great team, so let's do the same what Millwall did. Go and aggravate them and to get the win. I think we'll win 2-0.
Yeah. Totally agree.
Finally, a clean sheet. I'm hoping for a clean sheet.
I was hoping for that yesterday as well. All right, and Jono, but unfortunately, we messed it up, didn't we? We fucked it up. All right, and Jono, I'll speak to you later, pal. Be good, mate.
You too. See you later.
See you later, pal. Thanks a lot, Jono. Rightio, pal. It's important win, but how far can we go this season? Your perspective on that. Just you answer that one. How far do you think we can go? Does it all depend on this point deduction, Reedy, we're going to get? Or
It's annoying because all these interviews you hear, like I say, I listened to JJ's interview with ITV yesterday, and they've also when he was saying about being like a Lampard sort of best player, and he kept saying as well that we're not finished yet in the fact of like we've got a good team, we've got good quality, and as much as I know we've heard that before with like James Maddison when we said we're too good to go down and whatnot, but I think we do have quality in the team. I just think there is, like I say, bad eggs there. There's maybe a tiny bit of lack of energy and whatnot at times, but I think overall, if you can just get a few wins on the mount, I think there's every chance we can just shoot up the table, even if we do have a point deduction, in my opinion. But you just got to get the consistency because, like I say, you can't be winning a game and then losing two and then drawing. You've got to just get a run of form of wins. And I know it's hard in the Championship, but if you can get that, if you can get 2 more wins now, I said this last week or whenever it was, where you can get 2 more wins now, that's 6 points. That's 9 points in a week. Then you can just say that point deduction, take it off us. And then you can just roll again. But you just need to get a run of form. And before we go, I've got this last video to show everyone. So enjoy.
Oh yeah.
And that was a Luca giving his shirt.
Yes, I saw someone going over, but I couldn't work out who it was on the TV. There is one thing I must say, and I've said this for a long time, and you'll back me up on this. I think the away support is the core of the Leicester fans. And
that's not no offence to any of the home fans. We're just saying that
that's the core. They're the ones that go home and away, week in, week out, and they're the core fans. And the players every week, no matter win, lose or draw, should go over to them. And the support yesterday, you heard it on the TV. It was drowning out the Derby County fans. There was just over 3,000, I think, yesterday, and it was drowning out the support. That's all I could hear on TV. All I could hear was bloody ABBA, and I couldn't get the song out of my head for the whole game. It was just ringing through my head, Dancing Queen all the time. But that was what we need. We need that at home as well. That would be absolutely fantastic if we get that kind of support at home, and that noise from home from 28,000 people. It'd be fantastic. We just need to make that noise again on Wednesday night and on Saturday against Ipswich. Reedy, much appreciated for you to turn up again this ungodly hour of every morning, every Sunday morning. At least you're not late this
No.
Phil says the players should always go over to away fans, whatever the result, to say thanks for coming. They haven't done this every game so far. No, they haven't every game, have they, Reedy? Some have made a sharp exit.
No, there is times where they don't do it, but again, I know some players in the team now. I think Ricardo once, I think one game, I can't remember which one it was, but he actually said, "Right, we're going over. It don't matter what you say, you were going over to Clapham." So fair enough to him yesterday, and again, it makes it better that we win. So, and hopefully we can push on now.
Yeah. All right then, Reedy. We shall see you next week. If I don't see you through the week, I shall see you through the window, pal. Be good, mate. Have fun.
See you later. See you later.
Yeah, later. Cheers, matey. There you go. Another successful weekend for Leicester City fans. Another 3 points. Yes, let's not get overly excited. It is only one game, but that one game was a massive 3 points against our East Midlands rivals, which was absolutely fantastic. It gives them nothing to shout about on all the fan groups. The banter will stop completely. Cheers for watching. See you all next week. Oh, a little bit of homework before you go. Please like and share wherever you're watching, whether you're watching Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Absolutely fantastic. There goes the final whistle. Much appreciated. Ciao, ciao. Adios. Goodbye. Adieu.
The Leicester City machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live, thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Pucker Pies, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Fox's Arms.
Want to watch more content like this? Hit the like button. Give us your views. Hit subscribe to Leicester Fan TV and make sure to follow Leicester Fan TV on all socials.